Met him. He's a charmer, too. She bites her lower lip. I like gingers. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few. Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing him back, but good. Eventually he got loud, the way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking with who knows what, and Mrs. Kubota wanted him ejected. Mr. Clue wasn't around, can't remember why, so she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out the back into the alley, and that's the last time I saw Sam. You said he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying? She thinks. Standard Sam Drek. How he grew up rich and didn't deserve this, how he hated his mother, how he loved his mother. It was pretty pathetic stuff. Did Sam have any enemies? She thinks. Enemies? That's hard to say. Sam partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion. But no, I don't think he had any enemies, at least none that I'm aware of. Where did Sam live? On the streets, mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he'd always overstay his welcome. He'd get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last. I hear you liked him. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. Did you guys jam? Whoa! She smiles at Paco. Easy, lover. No, it wasn't like that. We were friends, I guess. I guess I knew him the best of everyone here. Sorry he's gone. How bad was his drinking? It was just the drinking. It would have been bad, but Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro, whenever he could get his hands on. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more stuff to try and forget about it. Sam was sick? Dying, didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You could just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. It had to be the drinking. Then he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better. Looked good even. All better, just like that? He said his mom helped him out. Never said how, though. Thanks, Coyote. Now I need you two to do something for me. What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royale run. He is usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe I can take another run at it whenever I recover. But I have the gems. What's this? Oh no, I don't want to be back here. Okay. The bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blanket, and pillows, you find an old photograph that has seen a lot of wear. Look at the image. The pictures of a blonde boy and girl, both about age 14, sitting on a dock on the edge of a lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his arm tight around the girl's shoulder and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingers. Check the back of the photo. Written in a woman's hand are the words Sam and Jessica, Lake Sammamish State Park, Summer 2040. Okay. Wow, look at that. Oh, this is our stash. Alright. So we can use this now. Good. What happened to our heal spell? I thought we had a heal spell. I could have sworn. So that's how you do that. We already talked to her. In Shadowrunner circles, the term doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sawbones with a needle and thread, but in the case of the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The safe house boasts a fully equipped medical suite complete with shamanic fetishes. This is a sixth-world medicine of the highest caliber. Dr. Sarah Castle. The doctor herself is an unassuming sort, perhaps the type to go unnoticed entirely, if not for the sprightly spirit perched on her shoulder like her own personal gargoyle. The spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the doctor's own eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does look up long enough to acknowledge your approach. I'm Dr. Castle. I understand you were instrumental in bringing Coyote back to us. Thank you for that. And I suppose you were the one who patched her up. Impressive work. Thank you. It's a shame she wouldn't let me repair her face, though. She notes you eyeballing the facilities. I can tell you're surprised to find a full-service med bay under a dive bar in a slum. Don't be. This is a Shadowrunner bar, after all. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there is no better place to set up practice. I patch up runners, install and maintain their cyberware, and provide medical supplies for their runs. I may not be as mobile as Doc Wagon, but I'm the next best thing. Can I help you with anything? Tell me more about the trauma kits. Let's see your medical supplies. We have 1,040. No, I don't think so. Med kits, we could do that. Might as well buy all of them. Well, maybe not all of them. This much. Add an extra med kit. Alright. Shamanic fetishes. While modern medical technology makes surgery less disruptive than it used to be, it's still an ordeal for both the body and the spirit, requiring extensive recuperation to properly heal. I am trained in the ways of the spirit world as well as the scientific world. I do my best to heal the whole patient. Okay. What about the fetishes? What cyberware do you have available? Wow. And I can't afford anything else. Riggers and deckers. No, I don't think so. What's that on your shoulder? This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on my patients after surgery, dramatically reducing their recovery time. No standard procedure, of course, but the results speak for themselves. Tell me more about your trauma kits. Trauma kits are fully automated stabilization units that include a defibrillator, spray-on synthetic skin, and medical nanomachines. They can save a runner's life if you move fast enough. So if you're bleeding out, one of those can get you back on your feet? Exactly, but you have to be quick. This is Doc Wagon's own field tech, but even their stuff has its limits. Alright, bye. Look, it's Wolverine in a frickin' gown. What do you mean, no credits? Oh, that was an afro. Okay. Algernon. Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half of this Seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering in the far horizons of astral space, while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Good evening, young human, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algernon, Half-Dream. To ease your way through the sixth world, I offer you the best in magical foci, spells, and the conjuring of spirits. Let me see what you have. I need heal. Yes. Good. Okay, Monoball does 10 damage. Wow. Acid Stream is pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty good. Look at that. Confirm. Let's see. Yeah. Take this, which I never use. Come on. And I'll replace that with the... Where's the heal spell? Oh, there it is. And I'll replace that with the acid stream. Yeah. Alright. Let me see acid stream. Cooldown is 2. Cooldown is 1. Cooldown is 0. Cooldown is 3. Cooldown is 0. Alright. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's do that. Who else is here to talk? Change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, not that you look bad now or anything, but each one will help to keep you on the right side of the ground. Take a look. Let's see what you got. Everything I can't afford. Already own Alley Punk. I have the best so far. Alright. What about this guy? Looks like he deals in arms. Theodore Buster Gruberman is a well-groomed orc dressed with a precision that suggests the straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high and tight, as they say, and the neatness this presents is only compromised by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obviously enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful, and he talks almost exclusively in numbers, calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and of course price. Bunker Buster Gruberman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? Let's have a look. Where's the ammo? They don't sell ammo? That's weird, man. I guess once you drain in this game, once you drain a gun of ammo, it's useless. Do I need any of this shit? I guess I could use a handgun. Alright, this looks like a handgun. Fancy one. Do I really need this? Maybe later. What exactly do you sell here? Things that go bang in all shapes and sizes, plus other odds and ends on occasion. Consider me your personal armory. All weapons are guaranteed to meet strict UCAS military spec or your money back. In addition, I can handle routine maintenance, repairs, and upgrades if you so desire. And if that wasn't enough, I also teach a safety and instruction course every weekend. This week we're covering bayonets. Mark my words, they're making a comeback. Alright, let me see something. He will buy Monobolt from us. Yeah, okay, we'll sell that. And we'll keep the grenade, I guess. You know what? We'll sell that to someone else. Every inch of the tech alcove is covered in chaotic patchwork quilt of circuit boards, chips, wires, displays, and a million other things that you can't identify. In the eye of this techno-bit storm stands a dwarf, immaculately dressed and supremely calm. David Fry II. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists, and if it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions I can answer, or anything I can, or any gear you need? What do you have for sale? What's this? I guess this is stuff you can add to your robot if you're a certain class. Okay. See, there's some playability to this game. You can try other classes and buy stuff like this and use it. What's a deck? You jack into the Matrix, or in the context of a run, when you jack into the local code of the facility you're in. The deck determines how many programs and ESPs you can carry, and the firepower of your base Matrix attack. Decks have IP. When a deck's IP is reduced to 0, you'll get booted from the system, and it'll hurt. Oh, I guess these are for deckers who like pour their soul into a computer and hack away. And sometimes they encounter problems that do actual physical damage to their body. Alright, well, we're not interested so much because we are Magi. While in the same overalls that you saw him in upstairs, down here leaning over a workbench and crammed with circuit boards, cables, and chips, Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and as invisible as the most infamous deckers today. Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help if I can be. Why are you dressed as a janitor? Did I stand out upstairs? No, janitors never do. When I was younger, I had a rep for getting in and getting out of systems so cleanly that no one knew I was there. Half the Matrix runs that earned me my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside the facility posing as a janitor. Now it's just sort of part of me. Okay, see you guys around. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. I want to take a load off and watch with me. I found something in the bunk Sam was using. Yeah, great. What was it? A photo. Did you know Sam had a twin sister? Yeah, I did. He mentioned her once or twice. Didn't sound like they got along that well. He was rambling on about her the last time I saw him, but by that point he was completely gone. I really couldn't follow what he was saying, but he sounded miserable. Your comlink chips in the screen shows John Dresden in the corner from organ grinders. He doesn't look happy. Dresden, you don't look so good. Never mind that, I'm fine. Listen, I'm at the NTSB investigation facility down in the docks with the corpse of what looks like another Ripper victim. If you want to check this out, I would get here fast before McCluskey does. Thanks for the call, I'm on my way. What, no choices? Another Ripper murder? Where? The docks, I've got to go. Okay, listen, I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before. Something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off. And Sam was my friend. You head to the docks and I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us. See you when I get back. Okay, we're back up here. What's this? This guy right here. Van Grass. Van Grass is busy talking on his comlink, checking his heads-up display and motioning to a runner standing nearby, all at the same time. He's an intense little man. You get the sense that he likes to look busy. I'm Van Grass. Make it quick. Biz is good. Talk to me. Mrs. Kubota said you're a fixer. He still hasn't looked at you. He's going a mile a minute. Nothing for you tonight. Sorry. I'm doing a thing right now. Important thing. Talk to you later. Oh, hey guy. One more thing. He covers his comlink for a moment. Tilts his head your way, but you can see he's still staring at his HUD. I'm a fence too. If you got anything you need to unload, come see me. Okay. Never mind. The South Seattle Docks. Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with this latest victim. Left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle's your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken down street. Disreputable is this district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock toward the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Maybe I should spend some points here. Let's see. this. Chi casting. We only have 3 left. Okay. Alright. We have 3 left. Alright, that's good. Wish I could see a map. What's this woman want? Hey, you looking for a good time? Know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. Lone Star Guard. He looks badass. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? I'm working with the coroner Bronze. Open the gate. Sure you are, and I'm Loafer, the King of Dragons. Beat it. You bastard. Hey, you looking for a good time? Not for me, a friend of mine. I need you to have some fun with the guard by the fence around the corner. Alright, 20 buys you 5-minute distraction. Then I've got to get back to work and earn some real noyen. How do I get in, though? What's this? Who raised you, a pack of wolves? That there ladder is rightfully mine. Okay. I'm not taking it far. I just need a little boost over the fence. Oh, you breaking into the NTSB warehouse too? If you see any old them airplane blankets or pillows, snag me one. Thanks, dude. Oh, there we go. Done. Now what? Guess I go in here first. You're about to transition? Yes, confirm. The warehouse. Inside the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. Speak with the sergeant. Officer Aguirre! You again. How'd you find out about this murder? The press hasn't even picked it up yet. Dresden called me. You two dating or something? Let me save you some time. This one is open and shut. I've already gone through the researcher's computer. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. That'll get you killed quick. It did. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his corp master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Alright. Gradius, still working for the dead man? He chuckles. As you can see, we've got another Ripper victim on our hands. So what's the story with this one? The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. Cause of death unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Any idea which organ the Ripper was after this time? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. It sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage to the chest area, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting, since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Who is that woman over there? No clue, she just showed up, next of kin, I think. I'm going to take a look around. Good luck out there. Shannon Half-Sky. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I'm an independent. What's your relationship to the dead man? The suspicion in her voice and eyes departs almost instantly when the subject turns to the deceased. He's my brother. I've been trying to speak with him. But I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Were there any other witnesses? Not so far as I can tell, not among the living anyway. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others, other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? I'll do what I can. They better not be in here. They could be discarded luggage or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Dig through the pile. You find nothing interesting about the shoes in the pile. Walk away. Try that again. Dig through the shoe pile. Nothing interesting. Okay. Locked. Oh, what's this? It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Dig through the trash. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the earring. The earring is made out of burnished steel formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the earring. Inspect the dented lunchbox. A dented tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. Inspect the cred stick. Ooh, 200. Surprising, the cred stick is still functional. You slide it into PDA and blah blah blah. Alright. Why does this door not open? There's a lot of shit. Oh, is that money? Is that Benjamin's?